Hey everyone, it's Jenny Bayless and I am here with Leah Keeling and we are going to go over a house hack in Colorado Springs. Leah, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Jenny.
Yeah, thanks for hopping on and going through this property with us. So tell us a little bit about the investor, the property, kind of the background related to this one.
Yeah, sure. So this client lives in Denver currently, and he owns a townhome up there, has a couple roommates, and he was ready to, move on to his next investment. And he liked the price point we have here in Springs versus Denver. He works from home, so super flexible. And he wanted to do another house hack. So he is renting his townhome long term and making the move down here to Colorado Springs for this one. So super exciting.
That's great. So I guess he's doing what we've termed the house hack stack to accumulate his rental properties. That's awesome.
Yes. Yep.
So what is the property like and what part of town is it located in?
Yeah, so this property is located in the Briargate area. So just really desirable area. And he knew that that's where he wanted to be. So, we knew that up front. This house is a bi-level, 5-bedroom, 3-bath. So really just the perfect hack setup, great yard space, just really nice property.
That's great. Yeah. And being on the north side of town, he can zip up to Denver, if he needs to. And like you said, take advantage of our price point down here. So that sounds great.
Yeah.
So assuming that he put the 5% down to really maximize his house hack, is that kind of a good starting point here?
Yep. Yeah. He put 5% down.
Okay.
And there was another offer on the table on this one. So we knew that we were competing. The agent was just like, it's a little bit over ask price. And so we kind of strategized because the house currently doesn't have AC. And so that was something that he really wanted. And I'm like, how about we just go in $10K over on list price, and then we'll ask for $6K in concessions. And so that put us, basically that put us about $4K over list price. So okay. I knew we were like cutting it a little close probably to what the other offer was. But they went with us on that. So
that's great.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
So what was it listed for, and what did you guys get it under contract for?
It was listed for $440, and then we offered $450 with the $6K seller concessions.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm kind of excited to hear that as part of this house hack, because back in the day, a couple years ago, you could actually, ask for seller credits. You could, sometimes go in at or a little bit above list and ask for seller credits so that you're reducing your cash to close. Caveat, always speak with your lender to see if there's a cap on that. Because generally there are caps. So definitely, do that before you start throwing out offers with that included. But yeah, over the last couple of years, sellers didn't want to see that seller credit line being filled in. I guess it's just, it looked not clean, like a not clean offer. So that's kind of exciting to see that he's able to have the seller essentially finance some of his improvements to the property. So that's great.
Yeah, it worked out perfect for him.
Yeah. What were his acquisition costs for this?
Acquisition was about $8,500.
Okay. And then repair costs, we have the air conditioning, of course. And then was there anything else?
And yeah, so we did $5,000 just to, furnish the common areas and, just some small repairs around the house.
Okay. Yeah. What came up during inspection, if anything?
The only thing that came up was the roof. So the roof was 6 years old, which that doesn't sound very old, but if you know anything about the hail here in Colorado Springs, the roof is ancient here. So we were able to get the roof replaced. So pretty,
Great.
yeah. He was.
So did the seller cover the deductible and everything?
Yep.
Oh, fantastic.
Yep. We got
Great.
it all done before closing. So that worked out great.
Oh, and you were able to get the work done before closing.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. That's really good then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds like you guys lucked out on this property.
We did. We were like,
Yeah.
yes.
So what interest? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
We're actually under contract on a different one, and inspection just didn't go well. So he was pretty bummed about that. And then finding this one, we're like, man, this is, that's how it goes. You'll have a disappointment, and then you get the right one and you're like, it was all worth it. So
yeah. And you can feel like when it's the right one versus not the right one. So I'm so glad that, it only took two houses to get to that point for this investor.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
That's great. What was his interest rate on this one?
His interest rate, he got a pretty good interest rate. So 4.875.
Okay. For owner occ.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yeah, it's very different than things a year ago, but as we will see when we run the numbers, it still works. And he's getting a fantastic house from the sounds of it. So that's very exciting.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about, you said it was a 5-bed home. He's living in one of the bedrooms and he's doing a room by room rental for the other 4 bedrooms.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what he's getting, for those rents.
Yes. So 3 of the bedrooms he's renting out at $700 a piece. So that's everything included, utilities, Wi-Fi. And then he's renting out the 4th bedroom for $750. And that's because he's renting a garage space for $50.
Okay.
And he's going to occupy the primary bedroom that has the bathroom, and he's going to take the other garage space just for, his comfort while he's living there.
Absolutely. Yeah. You might as well, enjoy the home that you're living in. So that's great. Okay. So we'll just run, our vacancy at 3%, annual rent increase at 3%, appreciation at 5%, effective tax rate.
Yes.
That's 25. And he's self-managing, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Okay. And then what are you guys guessing for reserves and maintenance?
So we did 5%.
Okay.
House is in good shape, all new, newer appliances, new roof, sewer line was super clean. So we were comfortable with that.
Great. And no HOA on this one?
No HOA.
Okay. What are you guys seeing for taxes and insurance?
Taxes, $1,175. And then his property tax was $2,385.
Okay. Yeah, I know you and I were chatting a little before we recorded that this insurance for $2,400 for a single family home seems a little high, but the numbers still work with it. So, that's all part of due diligence. So I'm glad that, you guys were able to find something that is just a fantastic house hack opportunity for him.
Yeah. And, we keep noticing that, like how these property insurance prices are just going up with everything else.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just from even a year ago running these analysis, I'm like, oh, So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it really is interesting. Like I've personally noticed that all of our houses have gone up significantly. And, speaking with my insurance broker, he was mentioning a lot of it is because you need to increase your rebuild portion of your policy. So it's costing more to rebuild something if it were to, need that. Yeah, exactly. Knock on wood. And so, yeah, it's just interesting how the cost of everything is just trickling down to pretty much every component. What are you guys estimating for shared utilities?
So we estimated 3,000 on utilities and then 450 for trash and then 780 for Wi-Fi.
Okay. And then is he going to be doing like mowing the lawn or is it xeriscaped?
No, he's working on the lawn, and I'll tell you, like that backyard is huge. He has his work cut out for him.
Oh man.
Yeah, but it's an awesome space. But he's going back and forth whether he's going to hire someone to handle the landscaping in the back or if he's just going to do it himself. I think he's leaning towards doing it himself. So
okay. Good for him. Yeah. All right. So we'll go to the cash flow tab now. And we're looking at about 40,000 down. Is that kind of what you guys were guesstimating?
I think it was a little bit less.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was about 31,000 or so. But I don't know what.
Oh, I don't know. But we'll go ahead and mess with that later.
Yeah.
Somewhere between 30 and 38,000 down.
Did you put seller credits?
Maybe I did. Yeah.
That's so weird.
I'll have to go back and do like a line by line to see why our spreadsheets are different on that. Yeah, weird. But anyway, so we'll go back and look at that later. But yeah, so just looking at the annual cash flow piece of it, we're running the 3 bedrooms at 700 and then the one for 750. We have our reserves for maintenance, property taxes, insurance, shared utilities, not landscaping, Wi-Fi, trash. So we're at about 9,500 in annual expenses. So getting us to an NOI of 23,674 for the year. And then minus his mortgage payments of about 27,150. So he's negative cash flowing about $3,500 a year, which is about $300 a month. So he's living for $300 a month in this home.
Yes.
And as you've mentioned, he can move out. And since he's in the larger bedroom, he's going to rent that out once he moves out. So just kind of highlighting real quick is that he's living for about $300 a month out of pocket. And then when he moves out of the property, I'll just put this, I can hang out with unit 1 in the spreadsheet. Yes. Are we thinking maybe 800 on the conservative side?
Yes.
Because it has a bathroom and a garage space on it.
Exactly. So
once he moves out, he's going to be cash flowing positive $5,300 a year. And that's assuming he mows the lawn. We might have to reduce that a little bit if he hires that out, which bumps him up to a 7.1 cap rate. That is absolutely phenomenal.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that is very, very exciting. And he's, all in for, we'll call it mid 30s out of pocket. So, and then, in a year, once he's done his occupancy requirement, he's free to move on to the next property and do this again.
Yes.
Wow. That is so exciting to see that play out. Especially, like you said, in the Briargate area, very desirable part of town. So that is so exciting for this investor.
I know. It's a great house. It has amazing views for Pikes Peak. And so it's just going to be a great place for people to live. So he's so excited about it.
That's great. So is he going to be doing this again a year from now?
I think so. And hopefully he stays here in Colorado Springs and we can all over again,
Yeah. I mean, I'm so excited for you guys to have found this property for him. And do you have any closing thoughts on this one?
I love working with house hackers. They are my favorite. It's always so much fun. And so I'm ready to do it again, you know?
All right. Well, you all heard it. Contact Leah at Envision REA if you want to do something similar to what this individual did. She is the person to help you out on finding, a house hack to add to your portfolio. So thanks so much, Leah, for coming on. Thanks everyone for listening, and we will see you all soon.
Thanks, Jenny.